Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Bird Artist Cottage. And if you're wondering why I'm sitting on the floor of the studio, I have someone new to introduce you to. Who is blissfully sleeping on his first full day at the studio. I know that I recorded a studio tour last week, and of course that means that this week I'm going to be completely rearranging the studio to suit my new little... He's not a guest actually, he's my partner. He will be here all the time with me. And we're thrilled to have him. We named him Finch because my husband studies birds and I'm a bird artist, and so we thought that Finch was really a good way to honor our professions and also give him a name that felt like it was fun and playful, and I think Finch suits him very well. But also we're going to be having some unboxings and a comparison of fine art GICLE printing. I have a wide format printer. It's a Canon Pixma, I want to say Pro-100. Does that sound right? I'll look it up and put the correct model number down in the description below. But I have a wide format inkjet printer, and I've never really been satisfied with the kinds of prints that I've been able to make using that printer for my artwork. So I decided to try two professional GICLE fine art printing outfits. One is Mpix and the other one is GICLE Today. So I'm going to be doing a comparison of the prints from Mpix and GICLE Today, and we're going to compare those prints with the original artwork and see how well these two fine art printers do. They use very good high quality paper, and they are supposedly quite good printers, so we're going to give a chance to see how good these prints are and if they compare favorably to the original artwork. And one of the reasons I'm doing that is I would like to do a shop update and reopen my Etsy shop. I closed my Etsy shop at the beginning of the pandemic and then didn't reopen it, in part because of the struggles I was having with my own printer. So if I can find a good printing company to solve this problem for me, then I'll be able to reopen my shop. So I'll have that for you in just a moment, and in the meantime, I'll see you at the end of the video. So you may not know what GICLE is, and so I wanted to briefly describe what GICLE printing is, and I'm getting this from the GICLE Today website. They say, GICLE is a French term meaning to spray or squirt, which is how an inkjet printer works. However, it is not the same as a standard desktop inkjet printer. It is a much larger and more detailed. GICLE prints can be a little over 1 meter wide, which is enormous, and printed on high-quality archival papers. GICLE is the best way to produce archival reproductions of your fine art and photography. GICLE printers do not use ordinary ink. They use a brand name, although they're not saying which brand. Special light fast inks. Our inks are archival certified, and if treated properly will last a lifetime. So as long as you are providing them with an extremely high resolution image, then the image should print very accurately and very beautifully. Our first package is from GICLE Today, and you can see that it's packaged in a pretty sturdy mailer. And the prints are sandwiched between cardboard. And taped down very securely. There is the goldfinch, and there is the toucan. So my initial impression is extremely positive. This looks quite true to the original, but we'll do side-by-side comparisons. So this is the first package that I received from Mpix. You can see that it was bent. This was shipped via FedEx.
And it is a cardboard mailer that is not anywhere near as sturdy. The packaging that GICLE Today used is much more sturdy than the packaging that Mpix used. And as you might expect, the prints were also bent. As you can see, the bend there. The color reproduction and the overall look and feel of the prints was quite good, however. So I immediately emailed them and told them that the prints had been damaged, and this arrived the next day. So they sent this overnight, and you can see it's a much better packaging. So this is the same company, but they packaged the second one quite well. If they had packaged the first one this well, it would have saved them the overnight shipping. And as you can see now, this is in a shrink wrap and packaged much, much better. Wow, they went all out. And here we go. Very nice. Both of these look quite good. And not bent this time. So the first comparison will be with the toucan. This is the original artwork. This is the Mpix artwork. And this is GICLE Today. So here we have the original. And then moving on to the Mpix, the yellow is quite a bit darker. I'm not sure how well you can see that here in the video. But overall, the color reproduction is pretty good. It's satisfactory. And then this is the GICLE Today reproduction. It is much, much closer to the original. So let's bring it over and just compare these side by side. I think you can see that the color reproduction in the GICLE Today print is quite good. All right, this is the original of the American Goldfinch. This is the Mpix, and this is the GICLE Today, this one. Again, GICLE Today seems to be much more true to the original. That is extraordinary. That is absolutely outstanding. That's very, very good. The Mpix, again, is a little bit more intense in color, but it is acceptable. The GICLE Today, I believe, is more true. I wanted to provide a few more details about the papers that I chose. This came from Mpix, mpix.com, and the link will be in the description below. So I'm just going to hold up the American Goldfinch again. And on the back, I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not, there's a very light printing that says that this was printed on Canon DL02 FIN Fine. So I chose the Fine Art photo paper, which is described on their website as a thick matte paper with a subtle watercolor texture. And the price for a single print, this is a 5x7, was $2.26. For the GICLE Today print, I chose the archival matte paper. And they say that this is a 230 GSM paper, 9.5 ml. And here's the description. Smooth, neutral white matte paper for high quality fine art. It supports accurate color reproduction and high contrast, high resolution output, and is acid free for a long print life with pigment inks. I sent them, both companies received the same files. They were sized to the print size so that the printer was not doing any resizing of the image. I think I didn't do any color retouching on either one of these. They were prepared in Photoshop to size and were sent as 300 DPI resolution images.
And the price on the GICLE Today was $2.19 for the 5x7. My overall impression of GICLE Today is that the work is more accurate to color with the originals, and that the packaging in which the order was sent was much better than the original packaging that the Mpix order arrived in. To Mpix's credit, the customer service was extremely responsive. They did ship out a replacement order right away. It came overnight air, so it came out so quickly that I was confused about what it was because I wasn't expecting it right away. And the second replacement order was packed very, very well. The problem that I'm having, or the doubt that I'm having about Mpix, other than the color reproduction, which is not quite as true as the GICLE Today color reproduction. This is okay, but it's not really quite as good. If we look back at this, they've exaggerated the yellows a bit. Now, some of that might be due to the paper that was used. I don't know. But my concern is the packaging, that if subsequent orders, if there are not many prints, they would be printed, they would be shipped in that same flimsy mailer, and we might end up doing the same thing, having to order reprints. The reprint didn't cost me anything, but still, it's a pain in the neck to have to tell some customer service that your print came to me damaged and it has to be redone. So I think the winner here is GICLE Today. I'm very pleased with the quality of these prints. The color reproduction is very, very nice. It comes across as a very beautiful print, and I think that this will work very well for both gifting as well as sales in my Etsy shop. So that is my review of these two fine art printers for GICLE printing. I hope you found this review helpful, and if you decide to use these or any other fine art GICLE printing service, I'd love to hear how that works out for you. So please give me some feedback, and you can leave a comment here on this video. Before I forget, I am doing a giveaway for my newsletter subscribers at the end of this month. This is August 2021, and if you'd like to be in the running for that giveaway, I'm giving away some original art as well as other goodies to celebrate 5 years as a full-time artist. Please do subscribe to my newsletter. You can find that link in the description below. Also, every month when I send out my newsletter, I'm including information and tutorials and other good things that you would not necessarily see on this channel. So if you'd like to get that information, please do subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram at Tara Kate Designs. I'm going to be doing a couple of giveaways there as well. So thanks for joining me. Please do take the time to like and subscribe to this channel if you enjoyed this video, and I'll look forward to seeing you again next week. So from Finch, who is taking a nap, and Tara Kate, me, I look forward to seeing you again next week. Thanks. Bye now.